Welcome to My SoberTruth, the podcast where we talk about the issues that are holding you back from flourishing in your life. This is where we break the chains of fear and resentment while learning to live in gratitude, how to stay focused and keep your life on a positive track even in the face of adversity. I'm your host, Sean Smith Sr., so grab yourself a cup of coffee and stay tuned as we dig in deep on these tough issues and we try to help you find your sober truth. Hi folks. So today I've been thinking a lot about the paradoxes of being a person who is always trying to better himself. Living my life while trying to always look for ways to be a better person, a better human being. Some days I nail it, but most days it's a work in progress. A lot of times it seems to not even be measured in days. It's an hour by hour or minute by minute process of trying to see, recognize, and do the next right thing. One of the paradoxes of living this way, after a long time of living as a not so great person, is that I don't always know what's best for me. I believe this is true for most people, and if you think back to times that you just knew what you wanted and you wanted it so badly that you couldn't stand it, but you didn't get it. It hurts really bad when you don't get what you're striving for, but how often does what you do get turn out to not only be exactly what you needed, but didn't know it, but it turns out to be even better than what you'd hoped for? There's a Garth Brooks song called Unanswered Prayers where he sings about thanking God for unanswered prayers. He sings about running into his old high school flame who he'd prayed to God that he wanted to be with forever. And when they broke up, how much it hurt. But if he had wound up with her, he may have never met his wife, the true love of his life. And just like the song, I can't tell you how many times I've hoped and wished and prayed and worked for something that I didn't get. But when the dust settled, what I did receive was so much better. It just reminds me that I'm not in control. My higher power knows my heart and knows what I need and has the ability to weigh the two together. And if I'll just get out of my own way and put in the work, we'll make sure that I get what I need. The universe has a way of putting the lessons I need right in front of me. I just got to row the boat and leave the steering to my higher power. Now, this does not mean that I don't make plans. But what it means for me is that when I make plans, I try to keep them fluid. I try to learn to expect the unexpected. It's a tough thing to do, and I'm not always very good at it. I get my feelings hurt. I want to give up. But luckily, by now, I've had enough experience with this process that I've learned to trust what's on the other side, to trust the journey. I've learned to let go and let it ride. I've actually fairly recently really caught myself waiting and wondering what was on the other side of this roadblock that I can't quite see yet. I've been doing the work and it looks like things are going as expected, but I'm much more able to keep calm in the face of adversity because my experience has shown me that things are going to be at the very least okay. They may not be perfect and they may not turn out how I planned, but they are going to at least be okay. And even if they don't seem that way at first, my experience shows me that it will more than likely wind up being better than I thought and better than I was imagining. My higher power knows how to dream bigger than I do with my limited view. HP can see the big picture that I cannot even fathom and puts me in the positions to really have the things that I couldn't even think about come together. So I'll sign off with this. Trust the process and enjoy the journey because you never know what's waiting for you just on the other side of adversity. That's all for this time, folks. I hope you have a great day today and every day until we meet again. Love you.